So I guess the internet is in a buzz because of something that Travis Hunter's mother said during the Heisman Trophy celebration. Let's get into it because I'm thinking people are reading into this wrong.
He's in trouble. He's still never serious. So it's like I love the person that he is, but I'm also grateful that because what they said was my biggest mistake turned out to be the biggest blessing. So there, that just goes to show you you can make mistakes, but that does not define who you are. And I'm so excited for him, but I'm also so excited for all the people that's behind him, all the people that look up to him and see that he is just you can do it. It doesn't matter if you fall, get back up. You only fail when you stop. And he didn't. Now look at him. Well, I just want to say this is for the strong moms out there because you have just spoken truth to all of us. Thank you so much.
Now, first thing, you always see when they have a black athlete who excels, let's say like Heisman Trophy, drafted high on the draft pick, they never or try to rarely speak about the fathers, right? And sometimes you come to find out that like this young brother here, he has a father who has played an integral part in his life. Now, his father, and we'll get into this in a minute, has made some bad choices in life. Maybe the mother did too. But what we want to go back into right now before I get off topic is the whole part of she said that people are saying that she said that he was a mistake. Well, what she actually said at first was that people called him, her son, a mistake. Let me tell you how cold-blooded people are, or how people don't think outside of their own lives. You'll have folks who you may have babies out of wedlock, have babies at an early age, don't make anything of themselves. And so they don't expect their children to do the same thing or people in their family to do the same thing. So they were like, oh, girl, they probably say, girl, you finna have this baby. It's gonna be the biggest mistake. It's gonna mess up your life. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. It doesn't now, I will never advocate for anyone to have a child before they have been married, maybe for a couple of years. Won't advocate for it because one, having a child young, I had my first daughter when I was 19. I tell people all the time, if I could do it all over again, my oldest child would be 17, my youngest child would be 16, and my second child would be 16. Now, if I had more after that, that'd be fine. I said I personally, as a man, would have waited till I was 30 before I had kids, just because I wanted to be mentally and financially stable. I feel I should have been more mentally financially stable for my kids than I was when I had my first one. I was 19. Shoot, I think I wasn't working. I ain't gonna say I was homeless, but you know what I'm saying, wasn't working and was trying to start a life with a little baby and her mother. He had hard times, rough times, but I also had help, with my parents and and my ex's parents, stuff like that. So the hard times weren't to where they were just unmanageable. But luckily, the thing about it, I knew I had my parents to fall back on. So I really didn't rely on them a whole lot because I think it pushed me to my situation pushed me to work harder because I know, hey, I got like a security blanket if need be. So I'm not so since I know that I can take more chances, do more things, make more mistakes. That if I fall flat on my ass, I knew that I had somebody. I knew I could like go home, reset, and then try it again. Some people might use that situation and just be sorry and lazy their whole life because they know, hey, my mom and dad will be here for me. They take care of me. Forget all this. I'm just gonna sit around and do nothing. That ain't the way I look at it. But then too, you got people who probably like in Travis Hunter parents' case, what I'm saying, they might have had it hard and that might have pushed them to do right. Because what she's saying, well, back to what she was saying, talking about people felt that he was a mistake. I never feel children are mistakes. Children, I don't feel children are mistakes because that is a gift from the Most High to have children. Because there are some people who can't have children. The mistake to me is the parent, because every person should not be is not equipped to be a parent for whatever reason. You may be physically able, but mentally you may not be ready to raise them kids. So I feel like you may not need to have children until you are really able to take care of yourself before you can try to take care of somebody else. Don't use emotion. Don't use, just whatever. Trying to think you grown doing something you got no business and mess around and bring a child into his life and you're not even ready. You're not ready to take care of them. Children are not a mistake, but timing may be. But I also have a saying that there's never a perfect time to do anything. If you're gonna do it, you do it. But children, that's kind of different because I think a family, a mother and father should be ready to take care of that child because, like Kevin Costner said on Yellowstone, I'm just starting to watch that now. No, say 5 years late, but he said something. He said that parents should. He said living for today can't. He said something about like living for days like jacked up. He said as a parent, you should always live for tomorrow, which is true because you have to because not having a plan. What they say, not if you don't plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's what I feel about children. It's like you gotta live for the day, but you got to live for tomorrow. So a mistake, no, children are not mistakes. The time you having it could be the wrong time. The person who having it could be the wrong person to having it. But the children themselves are not the mistake. And she was talking about, and when she talked, you see, she ain't talking hood, she ain't talking ghetto, but she is from Florida, right? So if you don't know much on Travis Henry's story, and my bad, Travis Hunter's story, and I don't know much on Travis Hunter's story, so I looked it up a little bit and because I wanted to see like what his backstory was, and I came up on this article on what you call this on the on today.com. And it says Travis Hunter brought the tears thanking his father during Heisman Trophy speech. Now it said, let me see. It said University of Colorado football star Travis Hunter had an emotional moment when speaking about his father during his Heisman Trophy acceptance speech. So they let you know his father was part of his life. May not been a perfect situation, but he's there. Like my dad, my mom and dad have been married since, what I'm saying, forever. So and they still married. So my father's in my life in that way. His mother and father, I guess, may not be married, may not be together, but they may have separated, but he's always been in life. With my kids, me and my kids' mother, we're no longer together, but I've been in my kids' life every day of their life since the beginning and ain't nothing changed. And the both of us, we remarried and everything. No, the other people, but I'm still there because I mean, them my, you know what I'm saying? That's them my responsibility regardless until the day I die. The wide receiver and the cornerback was deemed this year's top collegiate football player at a ceremony at New York City's Lincoln Center on Saturday, December 14th. In his speech, Hunter, 21, thanked his fiance, which a lot of people getting on him about his fiance, but it's something about her. You know what? I'll hit it real quick because I don't want to do a whole video about it. So his fiance, I don't know nothing about her, never seen her. I might have seen a picture, but don't know anything about her. And people are saying that you need to watch out for him because she said that you were not her type when y'all first met. I think people are overreacting with that. Well, could be overreacting for that because I've seen a lot of stories, and I ain't talking about online. I'm talking about people that I know personally where their wives have said, and these people have been married for years, I mean decades, and these women will say up front that I did not like your daddy when I first met him. Matter of fact, I think my kid's mother said the same thing about me. He said, I did not like your dad when I first met him, but he grew on me. He was persistent. He made me laugh. He was there for me. He took care of me when tragedy happened. He was there. He was there for birthdays, stuff like that. He was always, no matter what. In the end, your, what I'm saying, this man was always there. I did not like my husband when I first met him. I hear that all the time. Women just for some reason ain't got no problem. I'm gonna say talking about you, but not without being mean about it or being disrespectful about it. Because I mean, because the man could easily say, "Man, your mama, I ain't like the way she looked, this, that, and the third, but she could do this and do that. So, I said, I'm gonna go and have her. She could do some things. Dude ain't gonna do that. Dude's gonna be like, hey, that's my wife, I love her, blah, 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 be with her forget forever. You know what I'm saying? She's good to me. And you know what I'm saying? That's all I can ask. But a woman to say the first, man, I didn't like the way he looked or whatever, he carried himself. I thought he was this, that, and the third, and I just didn't like him at first. So I thought, well, maybe I could change him a little bit, something like that. There was something about him I liked. So that's why I kept him around. Women do it all the time. So that's all I'm saying about Travis Hunter's fiance is that I wouldn't, no, so I would make a big deal out of it. Now it might be different when you got money, you got fame, or money's coming. That could be different. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they might think she'll gold digger and third. So and people say when he didn't get a prenup for, I mean, he could prenup of what? He ain't got nothing right now. Now, if they do a prenup and say, hey, if I leave, this is all you can take from this marriage. Maybe they can do it like that. I don't know. I thought prenups was something that you would do if one person got a lot, another person ain't got nothing. So, like I said, if there was a divorce, they can get so much money, you know what I'm saying, after the divorce for a certain amount of time. But I guess prenups can be made at any time, I guess. But anyway, like I said, I wouldn't really trip on that. If you want to get married, hey, I don't even really see nothing wrong with people getting married young. Now, again, when you making money, you famous, that might be different. But I always say girls should settle down early because too many of these girls out here now, or young ladies or women out here now, acting like they can get out here and see the world, date a bunch of dudes, whatever the case, play around in their 20s. Then when they turn 30 something, now they talking about they want to get married. And it's like, well, shoot, the dudes that you should have married was trying to holler at you early on in college. But you didn't want to deal with him because he was a squirrel. He wasn't a bad boy, whatever the case may be, he was boring, but he was trying to make a life for the future for his family. So now you turn 30 something looking for him, and this dude have been married 5, 6, 10 years and got 2, 3 kids already. And now your feelings are hurt. So I say it's too many females doing that. So I say we taught our girls wrong, talking about go to school, get your degree, get your 4, 5 degrees first, and then go find your dude. Dude's gone by that time. I mean, come on. Like, now you got to find you an older man who got kids that are pretty, that either grown or pretty, nearly grown, because you ain't trying to marry a dude who got some young babies. Because now you got to deal with baby mama drama. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't. You got to see past today. You got to see about from the future, but you need to listen to people who got a little more sense than you do. But anyway, let's continue. Um, yeah, what I say in his speech, 121 thanked his fiance, friends, and family becoming especially teary-eyed when expressing his gratitude for his father, Travis Hunter Sr. Let's see. He said, I want to say something to my father. He's not here, but I know you're watching on TV, Hunter said, wiping tears from his eyes. Dad, I love you. All the stuff you went through, man. Now look at your oldest son. I did it for you, man. Now I read this art, like part of this earlier, and there was something about this story that was not said in other stories, but I'm gonna keep going. All the times that you ain't get to see me, and the times you came to see my games, from probably 2 games in high school to seeing me on TV every weekend and coming to see me, man, that means so much to me. He continued, I know you want to be here and you can't, but trust me, I got you. I'm bringing the trophy home. I love you. According to the Palm Beach Post, Hunter Sr. was not in attendance at Sunday's ceremony because he wanted his mom, Shirley Hunter, to be there with her grandson in New York. He could have went, Shirley Hunter told the outlet of her son, Hunter Sr. He just wanted me to go in his place because I hadn't been to New York and he wanted me to go instead of himself. Hunter Sr. told the Beach Post, however, that he plans to be there at his son's future major life events. I want to be there when he gets married and when he gets drafted. I'm going to watch this, but I'm going to watch this from home. He said he also specifically, this Hunter took a moment to specifically thank his mom, Ferrante Edmonds, and his fiance, Leanna Ling. I don't know her name. He said, I want to thank my fiance and my mother. Hunter said they've been with me since the first time I had surgery for my first year of college. So she's been around for a minute. So what the heck? You know what? That's what you know what? Black women, sisters, teach your daughters to do this. Like I said, I don't know what his fiance look like, but teach your daughters to do this. Teach your daughters to say, "Hey, this man got potential. He's an athlete, but first year of college, what is that? What is it? Jackson State. Come on, man. Was he at Jackson State first? And she been there since his first. Man, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on now. Give this woman some slack. Like seriously, man. Like I say, if she turned to be a gold there and take his money, then I was wrong. But my thing is, how many times you see females wait till the dude get into the pros, make millions, and then they want to snatch him up? But we sit here and tell you that these women or these other groups, that's what they do first. They see the potential in high school, in college, and then start dating these dudes and being around these dudes, being in these circles because that's how they are. Because they understand that their job is to be provided for, not to sit here and try to act like I'm a boss chick and I got these degrees and I can do this. And we know you can do that because a virtuous wife, you know what she does? She goes out and makes money and brings it back and can buy her own land and make sure the family taken care of and hire maids and and stuff like that. She can do that. We know that, but she does it as a wife, not out here as a single woman for her whole life, man, shoot, y'all better snatch these dudes up in high school. If they turn out to be, if they don't turn out to be pro players, fine, but they still can turn out to do something. Y'all still are together working, you know what I'm saying? But let me keep going, man. Where is it at? They never took a step away from me. All the hard hours, all the hard days, all the times I didn't want to wake up and even get on my phone, look at football. Y'all stayed with me. I'm very thankful for y'all. He continued to Edmonds. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my mother. She took me out of Florida. Bad area. I'm always getting in trouble. To now, look where I'm at. It's crazy. And I think this dude was earlier this year, 100. Okay, bought mama house. I think this dude was blessed to have Deion Sanders be his coach because Deion Sanders is always speaking on family, speaking on men being men, and what I'm saying, raising boys into men, fathers being these guys' lives. I believe he was really blessed to have prime time. I don't care what people say about me. He's like one of my top 5 NFL players of all time. Really. Like him and Randy Moss, like top 2, just on ability alone. I mean, nostalgia, I got, Herschel Walker and like Walter Payton, and Tony Dorsett. You know what I'm saying? Because Cowboys and Walter Payton, just because Walter Payton. Come on now. But Deion Sanders and Randy Moss, 2 favorite player. 1A and 1B, just they can interchange for me. Just because of their abilities and skill, just natural abilities that couldn't nobody touch. But yeah, man, he was real. I think he's really blessed to having Deion Sanders as coach. I don't care how you like it, how flamboyant you might think he is. The man, hey, the man sees talent. The man knows how to mold men, boys into men. So can't get mad at that. But yeah, that was like, so yeah. Travis Hunter, mom took him out of Florida and took him to Georgia to live a better life because she knew in Florida he was getting in too much trouble and it just wasn't happening. He just wasn't gonna make it. You understand what I'm saying? You know what kind of parent, the sacrifice a parent has to make to do that. You know what kind of sacrifice the dad had to make to say, hey, take my boy somewhere, for him to do better. And I'll still be in his life one way or another because I keep getting in trouble. I keep making mistakes. I'm in and out of jail or what have you. I think they said something like he had served some time not too long ago. His father. But she saw, hey, I gotta get him out of here because I don't turn up like you because the dude got potential, a chance to go somewhere. Can't knock her for that. But you see it all the time. Like LeBron James. LeBron James never wasn't in trouble, but his mom couldn't really raise him. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that, he went and stayed with like this family and while he was, growing up playing basketball, knew he can be a top pick in the NBA. So they, took this boy in and made sure he kept that potential. Michael Orr the same way. It might be a controversial story, but same thing. You just take the kid. Michael Irvin will tell you that he like same thing with Michael Irvin in some form of fashion. But Yeah, man. Travis Hunter's story is typical but atypical. He started out in the hood, and his mom and his dad, made sure that he had a chance to make something in his life. And like I said, then he got a fiance that's been with him for, like he said, for some years. So this dude, he ain't no dummy. Not yet. I can't call him not yet. Can't call him a dummy yet. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those four things cost you nothing but a couple of minutes out the day, but it means the world to us here. If you want to support the channel financially, you can get super thanks, super chats, super stickers, and you can click in the description box. There are links there you can click on to help support the channel as well. Don't forget to go to marlonmorale.com where you get 10% off your first purchase of all our luxury items. I promise you will not be disappointed. And take advantage of our miniature beard kit sale right now going on. Hit the shop button below this video. Sandalwood beard kit has beard oil, beard balm, beard wash, and sandalwood is clinically proven to help stimulate hair follicle growth. So if you're trying to get that beard to grow to its full potential, why not use the best product on the market? And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.